What's up, everybody? This is Mitch with the East Coast Geek Podcast, part of StasisGeek.com. And here with another book review. This time it's A Whole New World, A Twisted Tale by Liz Braswell. What if Aladdin had never gotten a lamp? Excellent question. I don't know why I'm wearing my headphones. There we go. So anyway, what if Aladdin had never found a lamp? This is a surprisingly good book. I kind of bought it on a whim. I do judge books by a cover, and it was kind of a cool cover. I actually bought 2 copies of this. I gave my little sister some for Christmas, a bunch of books, because I'm that kind of brother, right? Either really cool brother or a really lame brother, depending on your perspective. She got other stuff, but I was hyped about the books. Anyway, so I bought me copies of several of the books as well, because I wasn't going to force her to read anything that I wasn't willing to read. So I bought this and decided to read it. Finally. Pretty good. I think Liz Braswell does really good at anticipating the what ifs if Jafar had gotten Lamp, and takes us to a dark place, a really dark place, that I was surprised Disney was cool with. A lot of people die in this. It does not end well for them. I'm not going to say names, but you know, it's a surprising dark book, so just be prepared for that. The beginning part of the book starts off with almost exactly like the Disney movie did, which is one of my favorites. Again, another reason I picked this up. We have the whole One Jump Ahead song scene, except obviously without the music. We have the Aladdin and Jasmine scene where she acts crazy. We have the getting captured scene. I'm not going to go in every scene, but it's almost a not necessarily a one-to-one exact copy, but it lets you know, okay, well, this is what the where we're at with the story compared to Aladdin, especially since it starts off with a little bit of a prequel with Aladdin's backstory. Shows him as a kid and his interactions with his mother. It puts some of the named characters that were jerks in the movies in a more sympathetic light as well. I'm not going to try to name too many names because I do highly recommend you read this. What else is there? But there's a lot of changes. There's like Abu and Raja don't act anthropomorphic, so to speak. They don't have like the human-like personalities. They act like they're animals, still relatively intelligent for their species, I guess. But still, they're animals, and they're treated as such, beloved pets, whatever. But yeah, they Genie's in this, and the interesting thing about Genie in this is, one, you get a lot of his backstory about what happened to him, and the other thing is he still does the references like the movie, but since it's being told from like perspectives of like Aladdin and Jasmine and a few other characters, and never his perspective, they don't understand what he's doing. And it's kind of funny in a way, and it's kind of like sad in a way that we realize what kind of level he's on, not just with his raw power, but his understanding of how the world and time works. So it's it's kind of funny and it's kind of sad in a way. And again, it just not necessarily like rated R levels of darkness, but definitely a hard PG-13. I think this is closer to young adult than maybe middle school, middle grade, whatever they still learning the genre ratings or whatever. But if you're a fan of Aladdin, I highly recommend this. I really enjoy What If books, and I was surprised to learn there's a series of these. There's like a Beauty and the Beast one. I think there's a Sleeping Beauty one, and it might be about Maleficent. I think there might be a Snow White one. I don't know. But I'm going to have to try to pick some of those up as well. Maybe I'll review them on here if I really enjoy them. But this, highly recommend. I'm trying to think of any cons in the story. I can't really think of any. The Miss Broswell does pretty good at anticipating questions. I think she captures the characters' voices pretty well. I think she did at least a little bit of research into the countries to understand them. I mean, you're not going to be able to use this as a reference for a history report on the Middle East or whatever. But I think she does make enough allusions with the characters or references with the characters to to make it feel more of a real place. We get to see parts of Agrabah that we hadn't seen before. And towards the end, it almost gets a little bit of Lovecraftian with some of the plans of the villains. But that's really all I've got to say about that. I hope you enjoyed this. I've been really looking forward to finishing this book. I just hadn't had time, and other books had grabbed my attention, so I kind of had like a book block there. I guess that's kind of the reference where you just can't finish a book even though you really enjoy it. And that happens sometimes, especially the way I will absolutely just devour books. I'll devour 2 or 3 a week, and then I'll go a month without being able to pick up a book again. I'm just because of time or whatever. But really wish I'd finished this sooner. That's I don't know if that's the highest praise I can give it or what, but I really enjoy it. So yeah, so for real. Okay, that's the last I've got to say about that. Thank you for listening in, for watching, for whatever you're doing, for smoke signaling it. I don't know how that works, but more power to you if you can do it. Again, this was Mitch, Opie with the East Coast Geek Podcast. You can catch us on our Facebook pages, which I will put links and stuff to the bottom. You can catch us on here when we record. Anyway, thank you for joining me again today. I'm going to try to record more of these, try to make them better. I'm editing the little videos, the little GIFs or whatever. But give me some criticism, commentary, whatever. Am I saying too much? Am I not saying enough? I don't feel like I'm saying enough. But check us out, and have a good day.